Welcome students in the civics class. In the previous video, we have learned about the parliament and the constitution has made the provision about the parliament or two houses of parliament. The two houses of the parliament are called the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Today we are going to learn in detail about the Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha is the lower and the first house of the parliament. There are total two houses are there, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. From that, Lok Sabha is the lower and the first house of the parliament. Lok Sabha is the house of representatives directly elected by the people. So Indian citizen above 18 years old, they have rights to vote for the election. So these Indian citizen, they can elect their representatives as a member of Lok Sabha. So Lok Sabha is the house of representatives. Hence the Lok Sabha is called the first house. So because of that, Lok Sabha is known as the first house. The member of Lok Sabha are elected directly by people from the territorial constituencies. Now, according to the number of Lok Sabha, at present, total number of this Lok Sabha is 543. But according to the constitutional provision, total number or maximum number of Lok Sabha is 552. So, these all members are elected by various constitute states. So, the constitute states in India get seats on the basis of their population. These details we have learned in the previous video. For example, from Maharashtra, 48 seats are elected for the member of Lok Sabha. So, in this way, from territorial constituencies, these MPs are going to select. The tenure of Lok Sabha is 5 years. So, once a MP or a member of parliament is elected as a member of Lok Sabha, he can work as a MP for next 5 years. So, the tenure of Lok Sabha is 5 years. The election takes place after every 5 years. These elections are known as general election. However, there are examples when the Lok Sabha was dissolved before the completion of 5 years. Because of some reason, suppose the ruling party lose their majority or the member of parliament, if they have passed the no confidence motion, then in such situation, ruling party has to resign. So, in such condition, they have to contest the election before the completion of the tenure of the ruling party. So, however, there are examples when the Lok Sabha was dissolved before the completion of 5 years. These elections or elections held in such case are called mid-term elections. And which elections are contested after every 5 years, that election is called as a general election. Lok Sabha is the representative body of citizen of the country. As per the constitution, there can be a maximum of 552 members in the Lok Sabha. So, according to the constitutional provision, from these various states, 552 members Indian can elect as a member of Lok Sabha. To ensure equal representation to all sections of the community, some seats are reserved for members belonging to scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. It means in India, different types of communities are there. So, everyone, they should get the representation in Lok Sabha. So, according to the constitutional provision, some seats are reserved for members belonging to scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. So, this reservation system is there for this scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. As well as in case there are no representatives from the Anglo-Indian community. Then in such condition, the President can appoint 2 members from this community to the Lok Sabha. Now what is meant by Anglo-Indian community? Anglo-Indian community, this term is mainly used for the British people who are working in India and belong to Indian origin community. So such people are known as Anglo-Indian community. So if Anglo-Indian community or these people, in case there are no representation for the Anglo-Indian community, then the President can appoint 2 members from this community to the Lok Sabha. So such type of provision is there. So these all are the composition of Lok Sabha. Now let's turn to the next point, that is Rajya Sabha. The upper and the second house of parliament is the Rajya Sabha. So this is the second house. The member of Rajya Sabha are indirectly elected. The member of Lok Sabha directly elected by the people, and the member of Rajya Sabha indirectly elected. As the name suggests, Rajya Sabha gives representation to 29 states and 7 union territories in India. Now this is the textual numbers, but at present in our country 28 states are there and 8 union territories are there. So accordingly, this Rajya Sabha gives the representation to these all states and union territories from our country. As the name suggested, Rajya Sabha gave representation to these all states and union territories. Thus, member of Rajya Sabha work as representatives of constituent states. So these members work as the representatives of the constituent states, representative of various states as well as union territories. The total membership of Rajya Sabha is 250 members. Amongst them, 238 members are elected from the constituent states and union territory. So total 250 members are there. From that 238 members are elected from the constituent states. It means from 28 states, and union territories from 8 union territories. Now remaining 12 members, what is the provision for that? So all the constituent states do not get equal representation in the Rajya Sabha, because different states are there and it is the proportionate to the total population of each of the state. According to the population, each state will get the representation in the Rajya Sabha. So all the constituent states do not get the equal representation in Rajya Sabha, and remaining 12 members are appointed by the President. These 12 members are usually experienced and distinguished personalities, famous personality, well-known personalities from the field of literature, arts, science, sports and social work. So from these various fields who have shown the outstanding performance, such people can get the opportunity to work as the member of Rajya Sabha. In this way, these 12 members are appointed by the President. The member of Rajya Sabha are elected through the system of proportional representation. Now, what is meant by proportional representation? According to the Act 1951, if a person is convicted of any offence, according to this proportional representation, the meaning of that, an electoral system which parties gain seats in proportion to the number of votes cast for them. So Indian citizen, they can give the vote and they can select their representatives. In this way, we are going to stop here. Remaining part we will learn in the next video.